2013. What sort of lessons can you impart to the younger guys on this team now that about finishing off a series, about keeping the intensity high even when you have a lead like this?
Yeah, I think it's always important not to get too comfortable. We know we have a good lead, 3-1, but they're a good team. They won a lot of games during the season. They won it all last year, so obviously they can win. I think we just got to come out with the same intention as every game. Come out, try to win the game, and try to score early.
Were there guys on that team that you looked to as an example, and are you passing along some of the same messages to the younger guys on this team that you got from those guys?
I think we've had a lot of experience these last couple of years. We've been to the playoffs, couldn't get out of the first round, and I think it's pretty much the same core that we have, just different coaching staff guiding us and giving us that wisdom. But so far it's been good. It's been an amazing experience the whole season. I'm looking forward to one more win and heading to the World Series hopefully.
Johnny, all the way in the back.
Xander, can you talk about the growth of the young Red Sox players over the last few years?
I think it's been awesome. I think a lot of the other guys have matured a lot. I can definitely speak for myself. My first year, I can still remember as if it was yesterday, playing with all those veteran guys. But I think this year we have the same group. This is probably the third time we're going to the playoff with the same group. And I think everyone's just used to each other and being able to trust each other a lot more.
Alex on the left.
Xander, you guys all year long have kind of mixed the ability to drive the ball, which Alex had emphasized, with an ability to control strikeout rates. In this series against Houston, you guys have been scoring a ton of runs, not many homers. How would you describe the offensive approach that you've been able to implement against a staff that's obviously...
I think it's been a good one. It's been a good one. Not a lot of home runs. I think if we go big or go home, we will probably go home. Because these guys have a good pitching staff, although we know they have a short porch in left field, Fenway Park also, but I think a big approach is not the best one against these guys. Just try to single, put up good at-bats, get walks, and hopefully the next guy up can do some damage, as Jackie's been doing for us big.
Nick on the right.
Xander, since you were a young player, there have been different versions of you every year, it seems. Are you happy with what you are now, who you are as a player?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. I think this playoff, I've definitely taken a little bit of a different approach. Also, not trying to hit too many homers. As I said, I don't think in the playoffs it's ideal to try to swing for the fence. You're just not going to get results. Even if you get one, it's going to be one good result in 10 at bats, and then I don't think that's beneficial to the team. So I just think we got to come up with the same plan today, same mindset, and just try to get on base as much as possible. Have a lot of guys on base, a lot of traffic. As you've seen, the catchers had a few pass balls, a few wild pitches, a few good third ball reads. I think those are going to be huge for us.
The left in the front.
Xander, Alex dijo ayer que él prefería que tú batieras 280 y batieras más poder, que fueras un bateador de 300. ¿Cómo tú ves esa evolución de ese reto que ellos te pusieron en la pretemporada?
Bueno, obviamente funcionó. Yo era un muchacho que siempre gustaba batear mucho de promedio, pues mucho hit para right field, pero así uno no va a empujar mucha carrera. Este año empujó mucho, tenía muchas oportunidades con gente en base y que podía dar la bola para los field o jonrón o lo que sea y envasar mucha gente, anotar mucha gente también.
On the right.
You brought up Jack a minute ago. Clearly, he's had huge swings the last 3 games. What does that mean? I mean, like you were talking about, you have to kind of be a little different and not swing for the fences. He's had some, not some struggles in the postseason, but what have you seen different about him this series?
I think he's just locked in. I mean, the confidence has always been there. I think from the day the season started, no matter how much he struggled or not, his confidence has always been there. And I think it's just good to see the results coming in big situations for us and helping us win games.
Eddie on the left.
Xander, you've had the opportunity to play against Steve Pearce when he was in a number of different uniforms.
Yeah.
Since he's been on your side, what have you learned about him?
He kills lefties. I mean, he really does. He puts up quality at bats against left-handed pitchers, and since he's been over here, he's dominated right-handers also. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to have him out of the lineup, especially whenever Mitch went down with that hamstring. He filled in nicely. Had a couple big hits for us. I mean, it's just pretty much everyone up and down the lineup has been contributing, and I think that's why we've been winning.
The killing left-handers, I would assume, is something you were able to see from the other side when he was your
Yeah.
opponent. Is there something you've learned about him, maybe off the field as a teammate?
Oh, great teammate, great guy. I mean, I never knew him when he was on the other side, but he came on our side this year, and he's been a warrior. You know, I mean, that play he made at first base, he could have easily injured himself, and we could have been a bit of a trouble with Mitch kind of injured. But he just tried to catch the ball, and I mean, he hustles extremely hard, and we're appreciative to have him on our side.
On the right?
Xander, the at-bat against Josh James, swung first pitch and hit a single up the middle. How much has Alex, maybe influenced you to make that a part of your game this year, to be as aggressive as you've been at the plate?
I mean, sometimes I want to swing the first pitch, but it's not always. It's in my DNA, you know. Sometimes I just don't feel that comfortable. But obviously, it's something that he's preached a lot to most of the guys on our team. I think certain situation it's good to use that plan. Sometimes I'm not that type of guy, you know. I like to work in a bat. I feel more comfortable, more pitches I see and stuff like that. So, but sometimes it works, like yesterday.
On the right again?
Alex was in here the other day, and he said that he had to sit you guys down during spring training and remind you guys that you're good and you have to play the part.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that meeting, and how
Yeah.
comfortable were you guys in accepting that and playing with fun?
It was me, Jackie, and Mookie. I don't recall if it was one more guy. I might be missing someone, but I remember it was us three for sure with him. I mean, he does it the whole season, you know, every day, giving us daily reminders, no matter if we're going up or down, if we're struggling or playing good, just try to remind us of how good we are and stay even keel. Don't get too high, don't get too low. I think he's done an extremely great job as a first-year manager.
On the left?
Xander, what were your perceptions of Eovaldi when he was pitching for the Yankees or Tampa Bay? And when you traded for him, did you think he could make this kind of impact?
I faced him. I remember that game he pitched against Severino in the playoff round, the first round. I remember saying they're kind of like the same pitches, you know, they're power pitchers, pretty much the same stuff. Not the same pitches, but about the same stuff. They're both nasty. They both throw hard. I guess Eovaldi has a little bit more movement with that cutter, and it's a hard cutter. So I think that makes it really difficult on the hitters.
Johnny in the back?
Xander, what one or two individuals have influenced you the most in your Boston career?
Individuals? Ooh. I would say this year, Ramon a lot. Ramon Vasquez, he's one of our coaches. This year, Tim Hires also helped me out a lot. A new hitting coach. I mean, obviously JD coming in, I think he helped change a lot of us with the mindset, hitting approach, and stuff like that. I would say, yeah, those guys this year for sure. Obviously, manager Cora. I mean, it's been a lot of guys.